Hello and welcome back to the Game of Muscle YouTube channel, where we're live streaming Assetto Corsa because it's the first round of the Game of Muscle 90s DTM. We're going to be taking the Alfa Romeo out at the Nürburgring GP. We're starting off with the practice server, which anyone's welcome to join. Just type in Game of Muscle, it should pop up. The password is Teacup in capitals, Tango Echo Alpha CUP, all one word, and you'll be able to get in and get some practicing, because the race doesn't start for well, exactly an hour before the registration closes. Of course, anyone's welcome to join Sim Racing System. If you want to take part, all you have to do is register to Sim Racing System, totally free. Just use a real name or a real sounding name, and once your account's verified, that's it. You can get in and take part in what is effectively a budget iRacing, which is absolutely fantastic. You will need Assetto Corsa, and you will need the DLCs for race series that use those DLCs, but there's events in it where you don't even need DLCs, so if you're like a poverty racer, it's an absolutely fantastic way to get competitive racing. Yes, please, Erwin van der Boer, please restart the quali server so we can get things underway. Now, we are going to be attempting to use the old VRs again. This has been proven to be a disaster every time we try to do it. We're still using the trusty 1070 graphics card. We should have a 1080 Ti at some point in the future. We're waiting for MSI to send it to us, but that should alleviate the performance issues we're having. But we're going to chug along with the 1070. So if I start throwing up over the sim rig, or the stream collapses, or there's flames coming out of my computer here, just ignore it and pretend it's all fine. That's the way the British deal with a crisis. Create the crisis and then just pretend it's all fine, and then it wasn't your fault when it actually was. Now, server's filling up. We've got to get some laps in. I think quali should reset. Erwin van der Boer's on top of it like the beast that he is. And we've got the chat room in game. We're using Hello V. David John Gibbons. Hello, you sexy boy. David John Gibbons is perhaps the only sim racer that's better looking or on a par with John Sabel from Inside Sim Racing. The two most handsome sim racers, I have to say. They just need another handsome sim racer. We've got the Three Musketeers. We've got the Two Musketeers sorted. They both got proper nice moustaches. I've just got the full-on weird beard, so I can't join the team. Also, David John Gibbons has the curtains of dreams. I don't mean curtains in a dodgy sense. I mean literal curtains. Okay, Tom the dentist. Do you like bananas? I love bananas. Don't have any. Oh, I do have some bananas actually. Hopefully, Tom the dentist doesn't get in this game. Otherwise, it's all over. There we go. Headset on. Let's hope this all works. I'm not expecting miracles. You guys can give me a shout to let me know if volume levels are good, or if we've got technical problems, or what's going on. You know, if anything's wrong, give me a shout. Let me know. Hopefully everything comes together. I can see chat in VR. I'm using Hello V. It's called, or it's just called V, but they call it Hello V on their website. It's totally free. Just type in hellov.io, that's the website, and check it out. Yeah, it seems to work. I'm just using the latest beta. It has some random issues. The chat might turn off mid-race at the moment, but we'll find out. But I am using the beta version, and I did find actually with the beta version we've got now, it actually loaded up straight away. It detected AC right off the bat, which is cool, because previously I had to inject it manually each time. I am noticing the launch thing jumping around, but I don't know what that's about. We'll see. Let's try and get to grips with this car again. What happened to your wheel, Mr. David John Gibbons? You messaged me on Twitter saying about my TSPC Racer. Do you want to pick it up off me or something? I can sell it to you for a right bargain basement price. Did your wheel catch on fire? Oh, we've got to get to grips with these physics again. So AC has totally different force feedback to Project Cars 2, and it is really weird when you go from sim to sim. Your wheels just went on fire. What were you playing when it broke? I found with my T300 it didn't appreciate race room too much. I found AC seems to play pretty well with everything. It forced me that way. It doesn't seem to put too much load on your wheel. R Factor used to break wheels. And R Factor 2. Live for Speed was a good one for conserving wheels. That's weird. iRacing, you know, because it's kind of... In iRacing, you don't tend to be pushing against the forces so much. Race 07 was a good one for overloading wheels, because you can set it up so the force feedback effects are always on, so it doesn't give a chance for the wheel to calm down. The red bullet. I'm using Hello V. I'm going to be asked this repeatedly. I have to put it underneath. Or someone can tell people. I'm using the beta version of Hello V. Go to hellov.io. They've got a Discord channel as well, so just join on that, and then you'll know when they do updates. Because only the beta version works with Project Cars 2 at the moment, but this version, the beta, seems to load into AC without you having to manually inject it, unless that was just a fluke. Snap the plastic quick release on. Oh dear. Oh. Feels fantastic being sat in the car though. So much time I spent driving in 2D, and the moment you put a VR headset back on, it's like, oh my god, what is this? What is this witchcraft? AC still your favourite sim? I think on balance, for me, yeah, I just really like the force feedback. But I'm such a, you know, I'll play anything. I'll go from game to game, and I tend to like the different aspects of each one. So. Yeah, I think on balance, the biggest reason actually for me to like AC, although for me, I think it's got the most informative force feedback, which is one of the things for me that I really look for in a sim. But outside of that, what I always really liked about AC was just how I can load into it so quickly and how efficiently it runs on my system when it comes to streaming and recording videos and installing mods and stuff. It's a very nifty simulator in that sense. VR's getting more and more insane. Yeah, hopefully we'll start seeing more options for resolution in VR, and hopefully we'll start seeing foveated rendering and eye tracking and lots of other good stuff. Should make a big difference. Let me know if I'm bobbing my head around too much as well. I'll try my best to keep my head like a chicken's head. Have you combined a motion rig with VR? I don't think no, I haven't. I haven't tried a motion rig with VR. No, I haven't. I had to think that. I've used multiple motion rigs in the past, a couple of different types, but never with VR. I can guarantee it would be absolutely fantastic, because what you find with VR, anything that connects you into the virtual world has a really big effect. Much more so than if you're using the screen and you then add a motion rig. So, for example, I've got a fan blowing on me now, and though that makes no sense because I'm in an enclosed car, having air circulating in a room triggers a sort of association in your brain with you being outside, and I find it makes VR way more immersive. But even just having a speaker on your sim rig, something that vibrates and makes you feel like, you know, when you're in a car that's moving, and then obviously having a force feedback wheel certainly helps. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to sort something out. It's David Johnson, his wheel on fire. I think Samsung's headset's going to be like a standalone headset that will be different, so we'll have to wait and see. But it makes sense for these panel companies to be doing different headsets. because, you know, if they're already making the screens. I'm not driving a Tic Tac BMW. They don't have a Tic Tac BMW in. They don't have the Tic Tac skin in AC. They've got it for Race Room. Baker 7498 Army. That's true in some ways, but on the other side of it, you can have a high resolution screen and you don't have to drive it at that resolution to still benefit from that resolution. So a lot of people at the moment with the Rift, for example, are using 1.5 super sampling, which would be the equivalent of running a screen that's much higher resolution at you know, 1:1. And so you know, if people can do that with their current equipment, do you know what I mean? So what you're saying is true, but I think you could, especially for VR games. Flight simulators and driving simulators are more demanding, but with VR specific games, I think most people will be able to. Most people with sort of a 1070 and above should be able to run reasonably high resolution screens. But there's so many other aspects to it. So many other aspects to it than just resolution that are really important. Well, that's the other thing, Fez. Yeah, the field of view aspect's quite interesting, but on the other side, as a negative to the field of view aspect, it increases people's sensitivity to motion sickness, because your eyes, basically, you detect motion more with the side of your eyes. So the wider the field of view, the more you sense the motion in the game. So if you don't get motion sickness, isn't a problem, but if you do get motion sickness, that might be an issue. And so for those people, they might prefer a lower field of view and higher resolution. So there's different preferences that I think different types of player will look for in VR headsets, and tons of things that can improve and change that may be better or worse for different people. But it's going to be really interesting, I think, over the next year to see what happens with the VR landscape. We're kind of in this weird land at the moment. Are you going to sell your organs for the Pimax? I don't think so. I'd like to keep my body parts to myself for now. How come I don't see anyone else in this server? Alex Blob's in here. Grandy. Thomas Jansen's in here. Yeah, it's nice for Project Cars 2 that they're just in the game, I think. There still seems to be a flickering bug in Project Cars 2 that I hope they can fix. So the camera seems to jump every now and again. I don't know if that only happens when your computer's under a lot of load, and there might be a driver fix for that. But yeah, it's certainly interesting. And it's nice when developers actually do VR Spot out of the box. Hi Harry Moore. I'm alright, thanks, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I've had a big cup of tea, so I'm happy. You have a cup of tea, everything's good. And had a scone. Literally as English as you can get. Morrison's raisin scone. Fantastic. It's a proper luxury one. It was only £1 for 4, but it was a proper luxury scone. A little bit too fluffy. It wasn't like an authentic scone. It was sort of that borderline between a cake and a scone. A cake lacking sugar and a scone. But it tasted nice, it's okay. Put jam and butter on it, so it's all good. Probably do a lobby later, yeah. I mean, we're playing AC on Sim Racing System for the Game of Muscle Sim Racing System 90s DTM race that's going to be taking place at 8 PM. It's about 40 minutes from now, I think, unless I've been streaming for longer than I think. And then we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what we do. I've got to do quite a bit of stuff tomorrow, so I won't be up till like I'm not going to be up till 2 in the morning or anything like that. But if I'm up to it, we'll just keep going. I like to keep the streams going. It's really nice to, you know, chat with you guys. It's really nice to get some driving in VR in, to be honest. Any excuse to get in the sim rig. Filthy casual. Why am I paddle shifting? I know. I was going to bring that up. I've got a problem with my shifter here, and I'm in the process of sorting out either fixing this, which just requires me to do something with the shaft of the shifter, or getting a... I really want to get a Fanatec shifter to review. So we'll see. Hi, buttons. Buttons in the room. But yeah, it is rather cheating. Whoa! It is rather cheating using the flappies with a DTM car, but I'm not even using the clutch. Shaft issues are no joke. That's it. I mean, when you've got shaft problems, all bets are off. Hi, Johnny Cage, yeah. I have to tell you, it is indeed nice to be playing in VR as well. It's a shame that VR is a little bit of a palaver when it comes to streaming, but I have to hand it to the guys at Hello V for getting their chat room thing to work. I'm not sure, Peter Stefani, that I'm literally just running the default set for a few laps. I'm just warming up. Just warming up. This is just practice server. I'm just getting a feel for the car at the moment. There you go. Game of Muscles, Teabags, password is teacup. Starting to sound like I've got a weird obsession here. Hello Visa, it's a application that lets you load web pages into VR, like the Steam, like OpenVR Drop. But what it means is you can then see stuff like you can see your chat room for your stream in game. So it's really, really handy. What I'll do is we're going to do... Oh, apart from when it jumps. We've got one problem here where it seems to jump occasionally. If I turn my head and the chat room resets. Yeah, well, if you're using the Rift, you really don't want to be using OpenVR because it's a bit slow. But Hello V works with the Oculus Rift without OpenVR. So, whereas if you're using OpenVR, you can just use OpenVR Drop to see the chat room. Yeah, the Alfa Romeo is a lot faster, so if you're going to do the sim racing system race, I recommend you pick the Alfa Romeo. Is this, oh, I'm reading the chat room there. Is this game a Simcade? Oh, they're all Simcades. What can you do? Simcade disaster. Let's move the chat room back across. Oh dear. Okay. How were the volume levels and everything? We're all good there. Well, I might try a setup from the setup supermarket, you know. Yeah, if you're doing the Game of Muscle race later on Sim Racing System, I'd definitely pick the Alfa Romeo because it's the fastest of the cars, from what I understand. Look at the interior of this vehicle. I hope the stream's nice and clear. Fingers crossed. What really enjoys me? What really enjoys me with AC is a lack of weight transfer. And is it enjoy you? I get a good feel of weight transfer from AC with the direct drive wheel, but I don't know. I think people interpret different types of sensation through the force feedback in different ways, and you know, so each sim has its different feel. The thing with AC, I find, regardless of if you like how it feels or not, I definitely seem to think that you can get the information's there, even if it feels different. I definitely, for me, I seem to be able to feel exactly what the car's doing in AC. Let's have a look at this. We've got some setups here. 2:10 quali. This is a warm-up race. We're just getting this up here. Let's download that. We could do this warm-up race. Let's download a setup just before the lights go green. Here we go. So this is just a practice race, guys. Anyone's welcome to join this server. Game of Muscles Teabags. Password teacup in capitals, no space. Feel the back pushing. What wheel are you using? Whoa, hello, someone missed the brake point. Because believe me, with this SW20 direct drive wheel, I can feel what the back's doing. It corrects itself very clear. If anything, it's over the top, the correction. You have to sort of calm it down a bit. G27, yeah. So I mean, it's hard to say with the G27 because it's quite... It's a fantastic wheel, fantastic value for money, but it you know, only has so much information that you can get through it. But I don't know what you're interpreting as the rear end feel. I mean, normally it's a self-aligning force. You know, the car wanting to straighten itself or wanting to take the path of least resistance. Hello, Bob. So, are you on about when you get the car loose, you're finding it hard to catch the back end? Because for me, that self-aligning is really clear in AC. The car sort of straightens itself up, very obviously. I don't know, maybe you're on about on the throttle, but then again, when you get on the throttle, so if I do it here, and the back end's popping out, I can very clearly feel how much I need to counter steer to keep the car not spinning around. Cram it, hello. This martini livery in front of us. The main thing I think I really like in AC is this with direct drive hack there. Yeah, the main thing I really like in AC is the brake feel seems to be the best of the others of the simulators. I can really feel through the force feedback if I'm applying too much brake. So it's a lot easier to learn through the force feedback how to get the optimal line through corners. Yeah, I don't know, Paul Kun. It sounds to me like it might be a setting thing, or maybe you're just looking for a different type of sensation. I don't know, because believe me, on my wheel, I mean, right there, I can feel the back coming out a bit around that corner. So you know, I was guiding the wheel. And believe me, I mean, the thing is, it's unfair because when you've got a direct drive wheel, you could have like the worst of driving games. Or, well, not the worst, but I mean, you could have very cut down force feedback, and it would still feel pretty reasonable. I think the one thing I would say about AC force feedback actually, compared to say Project Cars 2 force feedback, one thing I like in Project Cars 2 and Race Room actually, and R Factor 2, is that you tend to get more track undulation feel. Like, I know you can artificially turn it up in AC, but it's very high frequency. It doesn't necessarily, to me, it doesn't come across as the suspension movement. It's more like a road texture feel in AC when you turn up the effect. But I mean, these are quite smooth tracks, so maybe you wouldn't expect them to feel that bumpy. But in Project Cars 2 Race Room, it adds to the immersion. Regardless of realism, it's quite a pleasant sensation. He's all over the place. Who is it? Thomas Jansen. Oh, I've lost my chat room, guys. Where's it gone? This is a problem we need to fix. Yeah, so with this beta version of Hello V, occasionally the chat room disappears, so we'll have to work out what's causing that. We've gone dark. Lap 3 or 4, so let's see if I can get the chat room back whilst we drive. To do like a Minority Report control here. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Well, we'll finish this race and then I'll recheck the chat room. Oh dear, the technical difficulties of trying to stream in VR. Oh, oh no, that's... Oh, I can't do that. It takes away control from me. Oh well. Yeah, well, we might have to... Oops. This has lost itself. Oh dear. I might have to work something else out for the chat room. As I say, I'm using the beta version of the software, so you would expect some issues to occur. So weird. Yeah, so when we're doing the actual race, it'll probably be the case that we have to... the chat room will disappear, but well, you know, we'll see. I can see the chat room again now. I don't know, Big Fat Hippo. I'm not clued up on the top lap times. Radiator Springs Racing, I think, have a load of hot lap times on there. If you want to compete for that. And you can also get their Radiator Springs Racing timing app, live timing app. So is the video, does the video quality look alright to you guys in VR? Is it comfortable to watch, or am I moving my head around too much? And can you see enough of the track, or am I just peering down at the steering wheel? That's where my chat room is. Those of you wondering why I keep peering down at the steering wheel for no apparent reason. Whoa, you've got to watch out for that inside curbing, we'll have to keep that in mind. Video is fine, thank you Manu Cavello. Ooh, we're on the last lap here. Got some more people join the service, that'd be good for our next practice race. Teacup in capitals. Tango Echo Alpha, CUP. Charlie, I don't know what U is. Uniform. That's not right. Well, I'm not on Project Cars 2. I might play some later because I want to check out the patch. The race is at 8, yeah. It says 7 on the card, but it's actually at 8. I need to update or give Enrique, who runs the sim racing system, a new graphic. But I'm really bad at I'm really bad at getting stuff like that sorted to people. Yeah, they did a big patch for some UI fixes, AI fixes, a whole ton of things. Lots of little details, mostly just polish really, but it's really nice that that's the second patch now and they are hammering away at it. We think that Project Cars 2 has a lot of features in it, so really for me it's just a case of if they can keep polishing it, I'm going to be really happy. That's weird, Mr. TomTom. The second person that said that they're getting really bad force feedback in AC with their with the G sort of 27, G29. But AC was one of my favourite sims to play with the G25. It's just weird, isn't it? I can see how it, you know, I can see how Project Cars 2 and especially games like Race Room could give you better force feedback with the G29 in many ways because of the way you can set up the force feedback. Just moved from 100 megabit to 14 megabit. Oh no. What a nightmare. Sir. Sounds punishing. Oh, why's the chat room disappeared? We've got this weird bug where the chat room just spontaneously disappears. Which is rather frustrating. Hopefully it doesn't keep doing it. I don't know, that is really strange. Right, let's put the new setup on. How long have we got? It's 25 minutes past. There's plenty of time to join in and get some practice in with us, guys, if you want to. Hello. Camera behind me. That feels a bit weird. Let's put the new setup on here. I need like a chat room on my lap. Or maybe I might put a chat room on my phone, that way if this cuts off I can peer down at my groin and admire the chat room that way. Why is this setup not being put on? So we've got sim racing setup market here. So we've got SRS Alpha 210 quali. Download that. That should download it. Oh, look at this. There we go. So then if I go to the setup screen, we need to go back to the pits. Should be there. I don't know if it goes into generic, maybe. No. You used to get put in. Ah, there we go. So you just have to move off the track that you're on and go back onto it. Race sim race. Here we go. So if I load this one, SRS Alpha force feedback. Okay, fingers crossed. It's a good setup. I think I've used this one before and it's perfectly fine. I'm not particularly fast. I'm not slow, but I'm not particularly fast. So normally do all right with generic-ish setups. I think Slick Media is probably good for the race, so I'll keep using them for practice. And there we go. That's that simple. Fantastic. We just need. I'll put the track. I was going to put the track corners on, but I don't see where it's gone. Track description. There we go. And we need force feedback settings. It would have changed them. Oh no, it's not changed them. We're good. Yeah, the only thing in Project Cars 2 force feedback that it's not that I don't like it, it's that it's just not there, is I can't feel the subtle. I can't feel the braking. I can't tell if I'm pushing the brake harder or lighter in Project Cars 2. Maybe with the Caterham, because Caterhams are the perfect car, but not with most cars in the game. The braking feel seems to be particularly lacking. Same in iRacing, similar in that regard as well for me. I've tried fiddling with everything. I still just can't get a subtle brake feel. Okay, so let's try and get some good laps in here. Yeah, some of the cars in Project Cars 2 are absolutely terrible in my opinion. Like absolutely, you know, they to me don't seem like anything close to how I'd think a car would drive in my view of what I think cars should drive like. But I think the good cars are perfectly fine. I think Project Cars 2 seems to do particularly well with the Caterhams, like the Caterham Superlight. Is it the Caterham 7? I don't know. The Radicals seem pretty good, especially the slower Radical. The Ford Escort is really good. The older cars in the game, the older like tin top cars, seem to be, you know, that's how I'd imagine those cars to drive. I think where it really falls down is the Formula cars. Just they don't have that tightness and bite that I'd expect a Formula car to have. And then some of the prototype cars, they just seem really vague. So you know, I don't know. But some of the cars just seem totally off to me. But the Caterhams are especially good. I quite like the crossbow as well, how that handled. I mean, it does understeer a lot and it's a bit boring, but it seems to handle how I'd imagine a crossbow to handle in real life. It's a shame they got rid of the aerial atom in Project Cars 2, because that was in Project Cars 1. The aerial atom was pretty much the only vehicle I really enjoyed. I spent a good amount of time driving. But I'd definitely say on balance, I mean, the thing you have to consider with Project Cars 2 is that you've got the rain there. You know, you've got all the different. Hi, Utsu Ruji, welcome along. In Project Cars 2, you've got all the different weather and everything as well. So, you know, it's like, well, maybe they're not quite as tight in some ways as, you know, your average car in AC or race room and what have you. But you've got the ability to drive them through a track that's very dynamic, which you don't in those other games. So, obviously, if you're only driving dry weather and that's what you're interested in, that's, you know, that doesn't matter. Because you just want to drive in dry weather, optimal condition racing. But you know, if you want to race, oh, the chat room's gone again. If you want to race in you know, different conditions, or have that sort of strategic element of driving when it starts raining, or do you do a pit stop, do you change tyres, all that other stuff. Project Cars 2 is pretty much the only sim that really does it well. I mean, R Factor 2 has the weather in it, but it's just a bit weird in R Factor 2. The way the track sort of gets wet and dries out, just it's not as nuanced as it seems to be in Project Cars 2. So I think for me, that whole how dynamic Project Cars 2 is the fundamental reason to play it. And then the whole jump in online multiplayer stuff to just get a game going with people that you can block out based off safety rating. So, I mean, it always comes down to, it's all very well having maybe a simulated car in a sim that's probably the best for its given thing, whatever that sim is, but it always comes down to the given features that you specifically want at a certain point in time. Oh, Bosch! He ran the outside. See, the back end of this car, I can feel it on the brakes there, popping out a bit. Wish our chat room didn't just disappear spontaneously, because I'm just going to do this, I want to do a good outlap here. I'll just talk to myself and assume you guys are still there listening. Let's power on through this. We'll get a good lap in here. So you can immediately feel in AC how close you are to locking up, which is really nice. Like, there's a nice vibration for the tyres locking up. It's like a sort of scrub that you get for when you actually do lock up, but there's a feel through the force feedback that where you can feel that if you push the brake any harder, the back's going to start moving loose, which lets you know that you're very close to the tyre limit. I find AC is really good at conveying the limit of the tyres, and it's very tight as well. It's a wider limit than iRacing, but it's tighter than Race Room and a lot tighter than Project Cars 2. That balancing it on the actual limit when when you're on it. And I find it's conveyed quite clearly, which is nice. Look at this car, it looks beautiful. Sunset, romantic DTM 90s sunset here. Get the candles out. This car's practically glowing on my headset. Apologies if I miss any questions or anything in chat. As I said, I can't see the chat room. Just don't drift that corner. That's there we go. We've just lost a quarter of a second. Tyres have a nice bite actually in this car. What? The curb. We just touched the paint on the curb there. Just felt it snap on the force feedback a touch. There we go. Gonna do another flying lap. We're second up here. What's that lap time? 2:13. I think we could do 2:10s. I'm definitely miles off it on certain corners. Well, I messed that up. We'll take the wide route around that. I got half a second down there, so I've got to brake before that. I think I've got to brake about 150 metres rather than 100 metres. Okay, I can put the chat room on now because that lap was a disaster. Let's see if we can get it back. Baby, come back. There we go. Hello, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, Rapster. Whoa. That's well weird having the brightness of the VR headset. Shame I can't get this on the dial. I mean, I'm wearing VR, but we're using the button box. Whoa, dear. We're using the button box here that has the screen, which is really good in VR because you can't see it, but it's a fantastic screen. It shows you RPM and the gear you're in. Need to like sellotape this onto a face in VR, and then we can make use of it. Oh, I can see what gear I'm in now whilst in VR. If you don't have VR, it's pretty cool having a separate screen. You can either use one of these. This is from SimGear, but I mean you can get ones for your mobile, using your mobile phone and stuff, which is cool. This season on Muscle Got Talent. Let's move this back round. Let's put the tripod in my teacup. We're not going to be doing any fancy heel and toe in, so I might as well just put the camera on the wheel, to be honest. You don't want to look at my face. Nothing. Woo! There's nothing there worth looking at. We'll put it pointing at the wheel. Why not? Have a really good time. Caterer Muscle. Hi, Sky Wilk. Hello, everyone else that's joined the server. Join the server, join the chat, join the stream. There you go, buttons. Let's get back to the pit. This thing's been made a mess of that. I'm not allowed to say any words like, oh, it's gone again. What is going... The chat room just randomly disappears. So it's certainly going to disappear in the game. Can you throw me my phone? Let's see if I can get the chat room on my phone here. And there. If I can. Like at least I'll have something to peer down at. Double clutching. Yeah, look at that. Look at the rooftop of that car, guys. That's a nice rooftop right there. Don't know how I can get to my chat room on my phone. Let's see if we use the YouTube app. Oh, what is this? No wonder you're only at 100 subscribers if you keep spamming people's channels. That's obviously a bot. Dear. They need to be put in the dustbin. That is not how you YouTube, I'm afraid. That's not how it works. Oh, thanks for clicking the like button, guys. 30 likes already, and we've only been going for what, like 20 minutes? I really appreciate that. Cheers. Live chat. Can we get live chat full screen? Hello, Rob. Okay, this is too small. Oh dear. No way will I be able to peer through. Oh no, I might be able to. Ah! That might work. I need like a attachment here so I can. I don't know if it does require DLC. I think it might do, you know, unfortunately. Apparently, I don't know where my chat room's gone. Okay. Okay. Try and fix this. You guys can probably hear that. I don't know why she's whispering. There we go. This is going to keep just moving. This is the weirdest bug. Maybe there's a setting to fix it. Air conditioning. Dream Pack 1 then. Oh, that's what you need to be able to do it. Okay. It's just weird. There's a ghost in the room. Watch out, boys and girls. Okay. Well, hopefully the chat room stays. I don't know why I think maybe it's when the frame rate drops low occasionally. I'm having trouble with YouTube flagging my streams because I think it's because I say words I'm not allowed to say. Not in the context I'm using them, we're fine, but it's upsetting YouTube. So we'll see with this. I'm being very careful not to use any, you know, no innuendos. I'm not said anything. So if they flag it, then I'll know that it's not what I'm saying. A qualifying's just finished here. Maybe it's all your dirty messages in the chat room that are causing problems. This race is going to be on sim racing system. Oh, we've got like 10 minutes left. We're going to have, this is going to be a warm-up race, and then we're going to the actual race. So watch out. Make sure you're registered to the sim racing system race that will be beginning in a bit. Let's just stick our setup we've got here. Load. Yeah, so how long have we got? It's 1:45, so we should be able to just fit this race in. Clean by washing it. I'm not using any music as well, so it makes everything sound rather dull and too serious, but I keep getting music flagged, even though I'm paying a monthly fee to Epidemic Sound. Sometimes if I'm playing lots of their tracks, stuff gets picked out, and I get told, "Oh, the chat room's gone again. Why have I been tormented by this?" I get told, "Oh, that music's copyrighted." I'm like, "Well, it's not, because I paid for it. Stop telling me I can't use music I paid for. Otherwise, I'll stop paying for it, and everyone loses." Go! Right. Lights on the screen. Is it okay to put honey in your tea? You can do that, but I mean, are you really drinking tea then? Or are you drinking honey with tea? I mean, it's not really tea, is it? You've changed the drink. It's because they have automated systems that pick up the music, and then you have to dispute it, and then you have to wait like a month for some guy to go, "Yes, clearly you've not broken the rules." Even though I've been doing YouTube videos for, thank you, for like what, 4+ years, and the chat room, I know it's still there. 4+ years, and I've never used copyright music. I mean, I've had videos where I've made my own music. Oh, what are you doing, dude? Why would you do that? My own music using synthesizers, so I haven't used any samples. Even the drums were, you know, synthesizer drum, no samples whatsoever. No, that still gets flagged. They'll be like, "Oh, it vaguely sounds like this other song." It's ridiculous. But I mean, what can you do? I'm hostage to YouTube. I've been held hostage by the Big Red. Oh, traffic jam on the motorway. Watch out, guys. There's been a sewage leak. Close it down. This is probably... Oh, you can't do that. This is probably going to mirror what's going to happen in the SOS race, hopefully. Not. We managed to keep it facing forward somehow. Magic. Well, I've only been doing YouTube properly for a year and a half, and properly for 3 months. So, you know, a lot of that time has just been me dawdling. But you better not risk it for a biscuit. How are we doing for time? 46. I think at 50 we'll stop this and we'll go to the server list. Properly. Well, I mean, by properly I mean, you know, making sure I'm getting multiple videos out every day and streaming every day, and which I haven't been doing in the last week or so, but that's because I've been doing other stuff. But in the last 2 months we've been doing a lot more active. You should have a synth drum loop running in your real-time map. Oculus just had a big event. Whereabouts? Oh, Oculus Connect. I hope it wasn't in the UK, because if they didn't invite me, it means I've been put on their naughty list. I did get drunk at one of their events though, so you know, don't blame them if they don't invite me back. Risk it all for a Bakewell. A Mr. Kipling Bakewell. That was an Alfa Romeo in the thumbnail. That's the car you want to pick for the race, because it's the fastest one. And you don't want to be in the slow car. Probably should have put a bit of ballast on it to balance things out, but oh well. Alfa Romeo DTM it is. We're just about to join onto the sim racing system race, Alfred F1. Oh no! Drunk with excitement. That's not a banned word, surely. I said dunk, basketball dunk. You've done more to sell to sim races, maybe, not overall. I haven't been playing that many VR titles recently though. I've just been streaming in 2D But I do love VR. I do want to do more of it. It's just been a bit impractical with everything's been a bit up and down at the moment. So, but I think one of the biggest things with VR, the biggest hurdles it has. Yeah, that's why I'm being very careful, Buttons. That was one of the things I think it might have been picking up on. Mr. Whiting, H. Whiting. So, yeah, so one of the big problems with VR, his biggest hurdle is the fact that, really, if you want to play VR games properly, you need a sort of 3x3, 4x4 metre space, and you don't always have that to hand. Yeah, that's really good that they got the price down. I wonder how well we're going to do in this race here. This is the first race of the season. He's putting a good result. I'll be happy if I can come anywhere better than 7th. Good times. Oculus going to work for sim racing? Don't know what you mean. Or it does work for sim racing, it's awesome. Could do with a bit more resolution, but it's pretty damn awesome being sat inside the car. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Art Cranshaw. Oculus Go. He's a mysterious man that talks in 2 words that don't make any sense on their own. I haven't checked my news feed. I've been doing other stuff today. Put your head out of the car. Oh, it's the microphone. Let's go the other. Oh, I can't go the other way. I'll put my head out of the ceiling. I'm now going to mystify this track marshal with a magic trick. My name is Darren Brown, and I'm now going to mystify this man with a trick that took me 4 years to develop. It's called the Magician's Head Through the Car Roof. Close your eyes. Whoa, how does he do it? How does he do it? Whoa, trick of the mind, trick of the mind. Let's go to the sim racing system. That's Darren Brown, trick of the mind right there. Sim racing system race is about to begin, boys and girls. My ceiling's quite high. Well, the side one isn't. Obviously, it's right next to me. El Sim Racing System. 64 cars registered. Amazing. He doesn't look impressed, yeah. I mean, some people, magic works on some people, but some are so jaded. Ever since that Formula 1 car hit him in the face, he's not really been excited by much as Bob the Track Marshal. Poor guy. You know, I tried to entertain him, but, you know. 7 minutes until the race begins, guys. Let's put a window capture on. Set to Corsa launch, and you can see the time with me. You can watch the magic happen. There we go. We can just chill out for a bit. We can just have a little rest whilst we wait. Finished Cuphead. I gave up after an hour. I'll pick it up when as I say, when I get on a plane and I've got nothing to do, I will be buying Cuphead and I'll play it for the entirety of the journey. But it's not the kind of game that I'd play when I've got a sim rig to sit in. How can you accept the race? You have to sign up for Sim Racing System by going to simracingsystem.com, get an account. It's totally free, and once you've registered, it might take a day or so to get accepted. Use a real name or real sounding name. Once you've got accepted, jobs are good and you can join all the events. I'm just going to pop to the bathroom, guys. Why not? Be back in a second. Feliz Navidad. But make sure you're registered because you've got you've got like 1 minute to register. Yeah, just go to the, make sure you've got it all set, installed into the game. You just have to drag the Sim Racing System file into your game and then you can join me. You've only got 2 minutes. There we go. 68 drivers registered. That's fantastic. I think that's the most we've ever had registered for an event. That's awesome. We've got a some ginger nuts. They're supposed to be fiery hot, so I'm expecting these ginger nuts. I've had to cover the brand up there. I'll give you a clue. It rhymes with Bucknitties. Bucknitties ginger nuts. I didn't say the brand. We're safe. Left Parker, good luck with the race. I'm signed up. Nice one. I don't know if we'll end up in the same split. It will do multiple splits. Yeah, 20 per server. So if you've got a new account, you're gonna be on your little server by yourself. Apologies for that, but that's just how it works. Yeah, good luck everybody. Hopefully the races are clean. It's rather annoying when they're not. Normally Sim Racing System races, you know, they're not necessarily like the best in terms of cleanliness. They're a bit like a slightly underfunded hospital in that they work pretty well, but there's still a few problems. But it's better than not having a hospital. Right, I do love Sim Racing System. We can join. Whoop! And also, thank you to Enrique for programming Sim Racing System. The guy's a legend. The whole thing's done by one person. I mean, crazy. Some of the people that do mods for sim racing are just absolutely crazy. It's unbelievable. Like the cars, the support, the everything. It's just incredible, really. Oops, let's get the game. I'll probably be relegated to a lower split. Mike McLaren, good to see you back in AC. How you find it coming back for Project Cars 2? It's certainly different, that's for sure. Takes getting used to. So the chat room's going to keep disappearing. So apologies if I miss your chat messages, but I'm doing the best I can. Maybe I should try the YouTube chat window. See if that still has this. Oh, so text is so small. I can't use that. I mean, I can see a ton of chat messages, but like Minority Report there. We've got Biscuit on the knee. I wouldn't be a DTM driver if I didn't have Biscuit on the knee. I don't think we're in the top split here. I've been relegated to a lower split, but that's good for you that want to take part. I don't know. Don't recognise a lot of these names. Andreas Bodner. It's Leo Bodner's brother. Yeah, I don't think we're in the top split. Seen Matt Paul before. Eero Ottonen, he's in here. He's from our stream. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Hi, Cunningham Industries. Yeah, it'd be nice if AC had an ability to get HTML chat into the game. You know which car I'm driving because I'm the one cheating using flappies. Oh! There we go. We've had this. This was happening in Project Cars 2, so the chat room just keeps moving. So yeah, we'll probably have to not. I'll just talk to myself. No change there then. Yeah, this is not working. Let's remove Hello V from the game. Don't even know if we can, to be honest. Oh no! I'm just being trolled by Hello V now. This is the chat room software we're using. I can't actually. Yeah, if we just turn it off, then at least it's not going to accidentally block our view. But I'll keep trying to. I'll try and check the chat room in between sessions. I'm in Split 2. I've been relegated. That's what I get for not finishing the Sim Racing System event. Thanks, Broadcast Bro. Welcome to the stream. Vampka Saving Channel. Welcome along. Someone should be able to program it in Python, you know. I wonder who could get to do it. All it needs is like a window in game. I mean, maybe cheat protection would stop it, but there's loads of stuff in game that's grabbing stuff online, like these setup supermarkets. Obviously, downloading that and displaying it in game. So I don't know. I don't know if technically it's impossible. So there must be a way of getting YouTube chat into the game. I know you could. They did have an iOS like something that worked with Twitch chat briefly, but then it stopped working. You could test it. You can just use like someone else's channel chat. Just an app that an AC app that displays YouTube chat and grabs it from the HTML, because the YouTube chat is literally like it's an HTML link. I don't know what format the text comes through. I don't know if it's using like IRC or what, you know. I don't know what its underlying way of working is, but basically if you've got the ability to display a web page in game, that would let you do it, but I don't know how you'd do that. Yeah, but it wouldn't be testing in VR. It'd be 2D, would be fine. If it works as an in-game app in 2D, it'll work in VR as well. But I'll forget to quality. I won't be able to see the chat messages, guys. Sorry about that. I've lost my mouse. There we go. Yeah, I won't be able to see messages whilst we do quality. Should do slick softs for a quality lap. Let's see what we can get out of it. 10 minutes quality. Let's turn the fuel right down. Let's see what we can do, boys. Here we go. Woohoo! DTM time. I'm so excited. I don't know if that's the game or the biscuits, but or VR combination. Okay. See what we can do here. I like how big the steering wheel is in this DTM car. It's huge. This is how you warm your wheels up. For some reason the rear left, I know the rear left is overheating because of me drifting. Whoopsie daisy. There you go, it's cooling down now. Look at that. Bit of understeer. Look into the corner. I should turn the track description off because it's not even working. Schumacher S's. Oh, there you go. It is. It's just delayed. Sorry if I don't talk much. No chat room now, and I want to get some good lap times in. This is the, you know, the hyper official Game of Muscle Championship. Rather embarrassing that I'm not in the top split, but it's my fault for not completing a ton of sim racing system races. Oh, hang on. Here we go, first flying lap. I tried to slow down a bit for this guy because he was trying to get a gap from the guy in front of him. Started a little bit. Traffic problem. Oh well. Sorry. Let's make a good banker lap, hopefully. Whoa, dear. Bit of a slide through that. I probably should turn the force swing back down a touch. It's really heavy. Probably not too far off what it would be in the real car, actually. Don't want to get caught out by the track marshal. Oh, no more traffic. Oh no, this is going to cost us a... Oh, thank you. Thank you. Don't know who that was, really appreciate that. Because the NGK chicane is the be all and end all of this lap. If you have a car in front of you through there, that's it, done. That wasn't too bad. You can take that a lot faster, but that wasn't too bad. Balance it out there. I'm thinking top 3 at the moment. 3! Psychic powers. See, not only can we stick our head through the rooftop of the car and get a top 3, but obviously as people improve their lap times, so will we need to, as our fuel goes down as well. Anywhere in the top 5 is good for quali though. It's alright guys, you take each other out, just don't block me. Bosh! Oh dude, you can't just pull across. You can't just pull across, says myself as I pull right across him. Like a lunatic. Sorry. Oh, we're second down though. 7 litres of fuel. Three minutes left, so I think we can get. We'll do one more lap. I don't know how well these super softs last, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a good lap, but we should get one more flying lap in. Well, we're still 3rd place though, it's not too bad. And we've got this corner to nail because the last lap I didn't hit it at all right. Or this corner. What's it called? Bilstein curve. Yeah, we've got enough fuel for one more lap. Tyres should be okay. But we're catching the cars in front, so traffic might be a bit of a problem. Need to trim the beard, it's tickling my nostril on the rift. Okay, here we go. Can we improve? Let's find out, boys and girls. Sellotape your trousers on. Sheer driving pressure. Fraud am fahren. That was the second down. That wasn't good. Stick the foot down. Here we go. Let's make this happen. Come on. That's better. Look at that exit off that time. Just vanishing. Oh, come on. Stick. Front ends don't want to work for me. Can use all that. Half a second up. We're in 5th place. If we can finish this. If we can hold on to this half second, we should finish in the top 3 again. Oh, almost a second up. Come on. 3 litres of fuel. It's just enough. It's more than enough, actually. Oh, it's not sticking. We went into that a bit funky. There we go. There goes 3/10. Oh, come on, fronts. I need to get it, load the car into the corners rather than causing understeer. Oh, no. I think it might be the tyres are going off as well. Come on. I think we're still up by about, yeah, 2/10. Well, if we absolutely smash it through the NGK, we'll be all right. Ah, oh, lap cut. I pushed it too much. I tried. Oh dear, we're going to be starting in 6th. I mean, we've got one more lap. I don't have enough fuel. Oh dear, I tried, guys. Hi everyone in chat. I could do with another biscuit. Yeah, that's that over. Not enough fuel to do one more lap and the tyres are balked. You can feel it. Just the understeer occurring through those corners, it just wouldn't hook up. So in the race, I think we'll go with the mediums. I think you get like 5 laps out of the slick softs, unless I'm going crazy, which is quite likely. Normally I'm a bit crazy. I don't know how many laps a race will be. 20 laps. 45 litres should do it, I think. How's everyone doing in chat? Hope you're having a good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. We've got the ginger, the power of the ginger. Ginger biscuit. Hi, Philip. Philip Chavez. Wanting to let you know that you are responsible for the huge hole in my wallet. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you'll love it. It'll be good fun. Just Perky. Mad Hacks. Third. Hi Doctor. Hi everyone else that's joined the chat. Where are we? Well, let's have a look at the results actually whilst we're on this screen. Nick Barr in first, Alex Leaf second, and Nick Wren in third. We were in sixth. Mark Barcelov in fifth. Not bad. Could have been better, could have been worse. That's the second split. I don't know what's happened in the first split. Not more than 2 laps. You say this, but I have a habit of running out of fuel. No more than how many laps? 10 laps. Why did I say 2 there? I'm going to put 43 in just to be safe. So if we've got too much fuel, we can always siphon it off after the race. Chocolate Pop Tarts. Do you remember that whole thing in like the early 2000s where kids were getting burnt by Pop Tarts, 3rd degree ham burns, because they grab onto them as they came out of the toaster? End up being hospitalised by a Pop Tart. Well, here we go. Hi Craig Ox. Welcome along. Oh, we've been relegated to 7th, so an Eero Ottonen has managed to move up, I think. Well done. I should be bitter, but it's alright. It makes more entertaining viewing. Chris. I always preferred the strawberry ones myself. There we go. Wait time, 2 seconds. Why has he set it to miserable weather? Enrique's trolling me. He's got rotating hubs on his car. Right. We're good, we're ready to go. Look at these rotating wheels. So, I can't see the chat room, guys. Good luck to everyone else. Second split, sim racing system, here we go. Let's see how well this comes together. First round of the Game of Muscle 90s DTM Championship. For some reason it's miserable weather. I'm going to have a word with Enrique for setting it like this. I mean, come on. He's obviously done this to troll me. But lights on the screen. I'm using flappies because my gearbox is broken, so sorry for that. What is essentially cheating, but I actually prefer using the H pattern, but oh well. Lights out, and it's go, go, go. Starting from 7th place. Split number 2. 20 minutes on the clock. What's T1? What's going to happen? I'm checking the rearview mirror. There's no cars out of control into our arse, which is always a bonus. Nice clean driving by everyone through T1. Fantastic job there. Adin Deer's in front of us. Oh, struggling for grip, cold tyres. We've got to try and get up to this front pack of vehicles pronto. Come on. Oh, look at the slip angle of the car in front. Eero Ottonen gets on the power drive side. Well, you can't. Whoa, give me space. There we go. Thought I was about to get punted off the road there. We're okay though. We've got space. It's the BMW. The Alfa Romeo is faster than BMW. So there's no excuse for him to be in front of us. But I mean, just look at that BMW. Absolutely beautiful vehicle. We need to get past. Not if we do that. Whoa, a bit wide through there. Let's not lose the place. Just checking my rearview mirror. See, these are sticking now. So in quali, the tyres had gone off because this is out lap. And the tyres are sticking better than the softs were. We've got a bit of a gap between us and that car. Whoa! Lateral slide, all four wheels. Aiden Diaz still in front of us. Come on, let's try and get close enough that we're still drafting. Alex left in 5th place. Still spreading out a touch, but I've got a good feeling for us getting into this front pack. Oh, he's going for a move. There could be a disaster here. Let's see if we can capitalise on it. Contact in front, smoke everywhere, more contact. Whoa, we'll take a left-hand side there, and he's just cost himself a position with that tap. Adam Diaz taps Erwin Ottonen. Ends up slowing himself down. We're on the power sideways through the final corner there. And we've got a little bit of a gap between Adam Diaz there, almost a second. Adam Diaz, effectively, he's just lost 2 places there. That's rather unfortunate for him. But Erwin Ottonen still in front of us. And we've got a try. Oh, you absolute... What are you doing? Oh, let's try and drift it around. Let's keep it going, let's keep it going, let's keep it going. Oh, what an absolute teabag. What? We just got absolutely punted there. Oh, off to 11th place. I can't believe it. I can't believe our luck. I mean, I took my eyes off the rearview mirror. I should have had my eyeballs sellotaped to the rearview mirror there. I wasn't even expecting it. It's after the break point. We just got smashed. Oh, no. Oh, unbelievable. Well, 16 minutes. I'm going to get my machete out the window and behead whoever that was. But we'll try and get back on. We're going to have to push harder than a woman in labour to catch back up from the front row. Someone's gone off-road there. I'm not sure who it is. This is going to be a disaster through this corner. No, they've backed out. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Oh, okay. He's just took himself out. I'm so disappointed because I felt like we were just going to get onto the front pack there. I mean, it's going to be hard to get up to that top 5 again. But we'll try. Oh, unbelievable. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. It's like a cross-channel ferry just went into the back of me out of nowhere. There's me on my Lilo, having a fun time. Ferry in the face. Right, I can see the gaps up there. I mean, I can see up to 6 seconds gap. I guess we could get a second a lap. I'm guessing there'll be some accidents. I'm thinking the best we can salvage out of this is probably... better not be a 7th place, otherwise I'll have a small breakdown. But I think we can salvage a 5th out of this. We can get a 5th out of this. I'm sure there'll be at least 1 accident. So might even get a 4th. Watch out. A bit wide out of that. Why am I a pump magnet? I mean, I put a child on board, baby on board, beware. Still end up with a lorry up your backside. Oh, we've got to be smooth. I just need to focus on nailing these laps out, really. Absolutely smashing some good lap times. And then passing the traffic as smooth as possible. It's going to be... Okay. Eurobeat. that's not the fastest way through there. He's doing the downhill run there. Initial D style. Believe me, that's not the fastest way to take those corners, but you know, looks good. Oh, don't lose it into me. Oh, he's broke. Okay. Oh no, he's right next to us still. Oh god, I thought he pulled back a bit. He just lost control. Oh, I don't want an accident, otherwise we are totally out of it. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Oh, no, I've got to get past. We have to get past ASAP, otherwise we're totally done. Surely he's got there. Whoa! Toto Drifto! I don't know how he's still in front of us. The guy in front is driving a shopping trolley. Look at him, every single corner. So you see the difference in speed though between, I mean, he is in a slower car, this Alpha is faster, but you see the difference there when you start slipping. Maybe he's just got a banana setup on. He's got ice cubes on his tyres, but you can see how much slower it is. As soon as you start sliding in and out of corners, you're losing tenths every slight bit of slip angle. Oh no, what are you doing? It's like he's using the bloody handbrake and he's trolling me with his drifting. Tiger Rowlands, what are you doing? We've got a rally driver in front of us, watch out. Colin McRae reincarnated. Right, we're going to try and do him on the inside in the brake zone because he's braking too early, so. Oh, lock up, slow down. Tried to get it to stick, no. You could hear our tyres kept locking up. I was on the limit and I had to come off it and go back on it multiple times there. Otherwise we would have just gone a straight line. Just got to get past him because he's a quarter of a second slower each lap than where we'd be if we weren't stuck on this guy's bumper. This is unbelievable. Tiger Rowlands, the drift beast. 12 minutes. I mean, as a bonus, we are both catching with the car in front of him, so do you know what, if I end in 7th place, I'm going to pour boiling tea all over my face. I can't get past this guy. Oh, someone's done a massive drift up there and they've just lost 4 places, and that's the pack of cars and they all seem to be battling, so that's good actually. I'll take that. You guys just keep smashing into each other and battling away. Look at them. Up through the Schumacher S's there. Marcus Brisselov, I think it was, that lost 3 places. You guys just keep fighting. Oh God, Drift King. Why does this happen to me? I want a nice race. Cross-channel ferried, and now I'm stuck in motorway traffic behind a Tokyo drifter. There's no way past. He's making his car white. Look, because he's using the handbrake, or apparently so, to take the corners, he's making his car twice the size. Ah, this car's fantastic though, being behind it. I mean, at least it's a nice car to look at. Oh, he's braking so early. Come on, I can't carry the speed through because I'm having to slow down to not ram him off the circuit. Tiger Rowlands, let's try and do him. Oh God, why are you braking so early? Let's try and get the power here. I just can't get past. Tiger Rowlands, why can't I have a machine gun? I can see his head. If this was Quake, I could just fire a rocket at him or something. Drafting doesn't seem to be working too well either. Okay, let's try and just do a smooth. Let's try and do this as smooth as possible. Maybe we can pip him on the next corner after it. Oh. I mean, he's driving fast. Oh, there we go, sideways again. There's me going sideways, but it lines me up into this corner. Onto the power, we might be able to get him. I've just got to find a way past. Oh, God, I can't even get it. Oh, no, it's not enough to stick it up the inside there. It's not a good corner to overtake anyway. Come on. Oh, he's just... How is he all over the bloody... Look at him. I can see his front wheels. Opposite locking through the corners. The netcode's struggling a bit as well. I think he might be lagging, so he's going forwards and backwards. Oh, dear. On the positive, though, we are catching with this guy that's in front of us, so... Oh, come on! There we go. That's a Kunos penalty. That's it. He can't. He's going to ram this if I try and make a move here. I know it. I absolutely know it. No, he's been Kunos penaltied. Thank you, Kunos. For once, the penalty actually helps me. Unbelievable. All that time I've been destroyed by the Kunos penalty. 10 minutes left. We need another 30 minutes if we want to get to the front of the pack. But they're battling away up there as I see them go through the NGK chicane. Smoke. And Michael Adamski is the next car in line. Okay, it's time to try and be smooth here. Can't afford to get any penalties. Oh dear. I mean, what can you do? This is a salvage race. This is when you found out you've got a hole in your Titanic. You've hit the iceberg, and it's a case of trying to get as many people off the boat before it sinks to the bottom of the sea. Sometimes that's the way some races go. Try and dab the brake there to get the front in. Oh dear. Hands all over the place. Spaghetti arms. Right. 2 seconds down our best lap. Oh, 2/10. 200ths down our best lap time. Oh, getting more grip than I'm expecting. Come on. As long as I keep improving my lap times as well, I'm happy. So, 2 cars next to each other there, 3 after that. So there's still a chance here to make the dream happen. Oh, he's sideways. Look at his front right brake glowing. This is one advantage of driving in British weather. You can see the brake disc glowing. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Schumacher S's. This corner here, if you absolutely nail it and you've got the car loaded up just right, you find that the people that can take it get a huge amount of time from it, and people that can't just fall back. So, but I'm 3/10ths down my best lap, so there's a lot of room for improvement here. Okay, let's try and launch the NGK to be on his tail for the start-finish line straight. I love how these cars are so much all over the place. You just can't steer. Keep your foot on the accelerator if you dare. There we go, he's made an error through there, so that should put us right on his tail. 6 minutes left. We're in 9th place. Big gap behind us, 3 seconds behind us. If I do this as smooth as possible, we should be able to pip him on the exit. There we go. No, we'll still have to sweep back around here, I think. Oh, oh no, sorry. Little friendly tap, just let them know we're here. Just, you know, give them a little nudge. Just friendly. It wasn't out of control punt, it's okay. There we go, chance to push. Look at the 4 exhaust pipes. He might make an error if we stay right close to him. I don't want to risk being spun. There we there we go. There's a chance. There's the window. Oh, the door's open. I put my foot in the door. He's trying to shut the door. He can't get the door closed. Oh! There we go. Late on the brakes. Try not to understeer off into him. Watch out the inside curb, and there's rather slippy. Get on the power early. Can't steer. Straighten it up. Happy birthday. 8th place so far. 5 minutes left. It looks... Whoa, come on, stick. Dab the brake a bit. Looks like we're on for a 7th place finish. 7th place. 7th place. What am I going to do with myself? Oh, come on. We did that a lot fast. Look, we're 2 seconds down there. That's what happens when you get caught in a bit of traffic. Maybe someone will spontaneously combust. You never know. Oh, off-road there by someone. Building sandcastles, take the kids to the beach, why not? Family day out in your DTM car. Oh, come on. Let's try and get some good smooth laps in. 4 minutes. Really nice how you can balance the car out there. I mean, a little bit of a shuffle. Ideally you want to do that smooth, but someone's disconnected. I think they're behind us. Try and get some PBs. Feel the understeer there. Don't think the car appreciates the front tyres being pushed through the corner. Adam Diaz. Oh, Adam Diaz is back. It better not have been him that took us out. Instead of battling for the front, we've been having a war of attrition here. It's been like stuck in the trenches, just getting shells landing on her face. Oh, look at them. Look at all the fun they're having up front. It's like they're the kids that were allowed to stay out past the bedtime, and I've had to go to bed early because I've got to go to school tomorrow or something. It's just not fair. I mean, 8 seconds. I don't think I'm gonna, unless I have an accident, I don't see how I can get up there with the big boys. Unbelievable. I need to install ginormous magnets on my vehicle that repel. Just put them on the bumper so I don't get rear-ended. I think what probably happened, I just keep going on about it because I'm bitter. I think they just locked up, and you know, if you lock up, your car goes in a straight line. If they're saying that, I'd already gone halfway around the corner, so it was really weird. Normally you get punted at the entry to T1, not the exit. 7, 6. I got a suspicion that there'll be an accident in the last lap or so due to them battling, and I think we are just. I think there's one more lap left in this, depending on where the front runners went over the start finish line. They smoke up a front, and we're gaining. Oh, not if we do that. Oh dear, that was stupid. Webster Daisy. I had the left tyre on the grass there, so I didn't want to push the brake too hard in case it spun us. And we missed the corner there, and we've just lost the time that we would have gained on the guy in front that made a mistake. Need some sad music to play. A little miniature violin. Sympathy violin. But it's a shame because driving close with these cars is really fun. When you're battling away with someone that's the same speed, it's just, you know, it's really hard to actually get past them. And so side by side driving in these cars is fantastic. You also find, you know, you can have a little bit of contact in these vehicles and it's not the end of the world, which is really nice. And if you watch 90s BTCC or DTM, you know, there was a lot of contact. It's kind of like bumper cars, but that's just how the racing worked. Just makes it really entertaining. Well, let's try and get a nice lap in. Not even in 7th. Try and make the most of it. What can you do? Got one more lap. Sheer driving pleasure? I don't think so. Actually, driving the car has been really fun. Absolutely fantastic. Just taking any vehicle out in a driving sim in VR. So, force feedback, glorious. Just really nice and stiff force feedback. And this car is really nice to drive. Quite an easy car to drive. But I quite like it. It does the work for you, apart from the initial turning force. But once you've got the car going around the corner, you just let the car drive itself, which is really satisfying. Could have done with a bit more sunshine. That would have been a bonus. A bit too British, the weather here. No rain, no sun, just grey. Welcome to the beautiful sky. Hopefully by the time we do the next race next week, Sim Racing System races every Wednesday at 8 PM. We'll have the old, we'll have a proper H pattern going on, and we'll have the old heel and toe, and maybe I'll even get a webcam on the feet for those of you that like watching feet, heel and toe. I know some of you are into that. Be like the Formula E Road to Vegas sock cam, although I'm wearing shoes. I found with these PT1 pedals, if you drive with socks and your heel and toe, it gives you a cramp, which isn't fun. But there we go, final lap. We're gonna just wheel this wheelbarrow into a glorious, praise the glory, 8th position. I like to think it was a recovery. We got past 2 drivers. We had a good couple of laps trying to get past the drifter, so it wasn't a case of just driving by ourselves. So we'll be positive about it. Shame about the punt, but what can you do? Cross finish line we come in a second. Bit preemptive there. Fraud am fahren. Race over. Let's see who won. Good driving by everyone else, apart from the guy that drove into me. We're just going to keep going on about that. I'm more bitter than a lemon. Let's have a look. I'll check the chat room in a second as well, guys. Results. Nick Boer, well done. Alex left second. Nick Wen third. Well done. Nico Penn fourth. Marcus Basilov in fifth. Adam Dares is sixth. Errol Ottonen is seventh. James Andrew ninth. Well, Gamer Muscle in eighth. Tiger Rowlands 10th. Well done, guys. Not the worst. Not the best. VR is sweaty. You need to get a big fan. You just need a big fan. That does the trick. Once you've got a fan on you, you're sorted. But, you know, there you go. You hit someone out too? I don't think I did. I don't remember hitting anyone that race. Okay. I don't think I did take anyone out, unless it was when I was punted. But that was all right. Hi, Just Boss. How did it go in the first split? I'm just hang on. Think nice thoughts here. How did the top split go? To be honest, I've tried that luck generator with a G25 and a T300. Now, I don't think it makes any difference. I think it's pure placebo. Because those wheels are so, like, just how they are, you're better off just not using that and just tweaking the game as it is. I mean, maybe if it makes you feel better, maybe if it gets better results, in your opinion, certainly give it a try. But I've always found that, you know, you're better off just using the game's inherent force feedback and trying to tweak it as best possible. I thought the driving was okay, apart from the guy that punted me off. I think they just locked up. Can you message people that were in your race? You punted someone. You can chat when you're in the server, but people just leave it. I guess you could write a message on the Sim Racing System forums. But let's have a look at the standings. Should have updated by now. See how things went. At least we had a good participation. Who's first? Oh, we got a new person that's leading the way. Christian Lazanov. Well done. The new first place champion, Christian Lazanov. We've got a whole bunch of new people signed up. That's fantastic. Where am I? Oh god, I'm not even the top 100. 84th. Oh, it's not saved it yet because it's the second split, so it's not actually added it to the scoreboard yet. So we'll see. It was good. I think it was good racing. I had quite good fun. I really enjoyed being stuck behind the drifter. Mike McLaren started in 20th, got into 12th. Nice one. Nice job. Project Cars 2. Might do some Project Cars 2. We've got to check out the update. So I'm just waiting to see what the results are for them to refresh. For everyone. Oh, it's loading them in. There we go. The server's updating itself. Okay, I'm 44th. I'm happy with that. So yeah, Christian Lazanov, well done. He's now in first place at the moment. Hang on. How did you have a win and a second when there's only been one race? How does that work? How has he done 2 races? How some people have done 2 races? Have we got 2 races a week or something going on here? I think maybe we have got it set up so we've got 2 races a week. Yeah, the screen's black because I'm just chatting and I don't have the game on. I guess I can put that on. Oh, I get, yeah, okay, so we've set it up so there's 2 races for each week. That makes sense. I wasn't paying attention. It wasn't really the first race because presumably it was on the same track, so it basically gives you 2 opportunities to do each event. That makes sense. Yeah, but that first race was the same track. So basically you get two chances. Someone telling you was dragging the brake. I know. I changed my brake sensitivity, so I know it kept going on. Yeah. So the way it works basically is there's 2 races for each event. So what it means is you've got chances to do it over and over again if you can't do it every time. So you don't lose kind of like iRacing, so you don't lose, say you miss one of the days or you can't make it because you actually have real life, it gives you a chance, it gives you a chance to actually not lose points in the race series. I forgot that's what we'd done. So I'm totally on the ball here. Based off the contacts though, it seems that people weren't too bad with the contacts. Let's see who was the dirtiest racer. Stefano Zanilla. It does affect your points, but it doesn't it takes the best point, your best result basically. So yeah, it doesn't add them together. So it's possible to catch back up. And you might as well do both, because if you don't improve it, you don't lose anything. Are you talking about Project Cars 2? Well, we'll do a server at some point in Project Cars 2, but I'll probably get to Project Cars 2 in a bit. But I think that's a good place to end this Assetto Corsa stream. So yeah, what we'll do is I'll end this stream so we can go and do some Project Cars 2. But that was the first. This is the worst ending of a stream. I need to get a format for the race series. But that was the first race, technically the second, but the first race of the season. We'll be going to Imola next week, and the race will be on Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 PM, so you can make sure you sign up to that. But those of you watching and like Project Cars 2 or just want to watch a bunch of man children online racing in the Caterham, because that's what we always pick, hang around because we're going to that. So I'm going to stop the stream there. I'll be back in a minute. Thanks for taking part, everybody. Hope you had good fun in that Assetto Corsa race. See you in a minute. Goodbye.